So, one day last spring, as spring was warming to summer, I was cooking eggs in a frying pan when I see 5 of those itty-bitty little ants go marching across the tile floor in my kitchen, single file, headed directly for my trash, where fresh coffee grounds and last night's scraps abound. And since I'm a guy, well, I just stepped on him with my sneaker. End of story. Only Lois, that chick I had hanging around back then, wanted to start in with me about how I was a merciless, cruel-hearted bastard of a human beast because I just squished a bunch of those itty-bitty little ants. You know, the ones that were about this big. And Lois was having herself a hissy fit over it. So I turned to her and I says, Lois, I says, pipe down, would you? Don't you understand? Those were scouts. If even one of them were to have made it back to the ant colony, well, I'd have a freaking ant caravan a mile long. Coming and going. Going and coming. From my little trash can here in the kitchen, all the way back to where they came from. To which Lois replied, you goddamn bastard of a beastie man. How could you? How could you? They were only doing their jobs. They were just little ones. To which I replied, I'm trying to send a message back to where they came from. Lois, dear, that none who venture here ever return alive. Now, meanwhile, back at the ant colony, Staff Sergeant York He is in a supervisory position at the entrance to the ant colony. He was getting to be too old to be a soldier ant anymore, so middle management made him an overseer. He stands at the entrance to the ant colony. And he clocks out all the scouts as they go out to scout. 12-hour shifts. And Staff Sergeant York is quite distraught. As well he should be. Scout Team Victor, with Abernathy, Jones, Williams, Wilson, and Cordova, are way overdue. Way overdue. All the other scouts are returning on time, according to schedule. And the night is falling. And of every scout team that is returning, Staff Sergeant York inquires. Page, Swanson, McDermott, have you seen my boys? Abernathy, Jones, Williams, Wilson, and Cordova? And they all reply, why no, Staff Sergeant, we haven't. McDermott pipes up. They're not in our sector, Staff Sergeant. Very well, carry on, says Staff Sergeant York. But he mutters under his breath, where could they be? You're not worried, are you, Sarge? Asks Page, leader of Scout Team Scrupulous. Nah, don't worry, they'll turn up, says Staff Sergeant York, as he looks yet again at his watch. Oh, you didn't know that about ants, did you? Yeah, they wear watches. So in order to appear nonchalant about it, Staff Sergeant York remarks, say, why don't you guys go just chow down, get yourselves some shut-eye. Which is impossible for an ant. They don't have eyelids. Oh, come on. This lame-ass comedy routine? I figure I'd throw that in there. Why not? After all, this whole thing is anthropomorphological anyways. No pun intended. Oh, wait a minute. Of course that pun was intended. You do realize I'm mostly lying, don't you? So anyway, finally, the last crew arrives, and we're about to witness the final curtain as all hope fails. Garcetti, Jorgensen, Jenkins, and Shorty. Yeah, even ants have nicknames. And Shorty? Even for one of those itty-bitty little ants? Yeah, he's on the short side. And the Sarge pipes up, Garcetti! You see my boys? Abernathy, Jones, Williams, Wilson, and Cordova. Puts Garcetti on the spot. So he has to give it to him straight up. Didn't you know, Sarge? Haven't you heard? Scout Team Victor. All of them. Were last seen around 0930 this morning, disappearing into that giant crack in the Great Wall, 5 clicks north of here. You know the one, Staff Sergeant, as does every ant in this colony. It's the one where none who venture there ever, and I mean ever, return alive. In a little cafe just a half a mile north of the border lived a humble gal with tired feet taking orders. Every day of her life passed by in solitude and grace as the sun went down and rose again in that place. Now destiny was playing cards with his buddy Fortune, lost at a hand, exceeding table stakes. And the powers that be cut a deal with Lady Luck and fate, that Fortune must pay every penny that destiny takes. Whoa, the powers that be, they're watching over you and me. Still got a trick up the sleeve, if we only believe. That very day, a man appeared in the doorway of that little cafe, and she greeted him with courtesy and faith. When he looked in her eyes, he said, "Darling, I've come to take you away from this place." When she asked him his name, he replied, "Just call me Ace." Whoa, the powers that be, they're watching over you and me. Still got a trick up the sleeve, if we only believe. "20 years have gone by and she has never regretted a second. My, how everything changed from the moment adventure beckoned. Now from dawn until dusk every day, she has everything it takes. And all over the world she is simply known as the Face. Whoa, the powers that be, they're watching over you and me. Still got a trick up the sleeve, if we only believe. Now in a little cafe just a half a mile north of the border, at a quiet little table in a dusty, darkened corner, fate stealing cards, Lady Luck is looking over his shoulder, and Fortune must pay every penny that destiny takes. Yes, Fortune must pay every penny that destiny takes. want to take you back to the 1960s now. The London sound, not the Mercy beat, that came later. And a singer-songwriter by the name of Donovan Beach, otherwise known as Donovan, would achieve fame and fortune with songs like Jennifer and Mellow Yellow. But this was side B of a singer that went absolutely nowhere. I've always loved it. Well, I'll buy you a Ford Mustang. I'll buy you a Ford Mustang. I will buy you a Ford Mustang. Just give me some of your love, baby. Just give me some of your love. Just give me some of your love, baby. Just give me some of that love. Well, I'll buy you a diamond ring. I'll buy you a diamond ring. I will buy you a diamond ring. Just give me some of your love, baby. Just give me some of your love. Just give me some of your love, baby. Just give me some of that love. Well, I'll buy you a Cadillac. I'll buy you a Cadillac. I will buy you a Cadillac. Just give me some of your love, baby. Just give me some of your love. Just give me some of your love, baby. Just give me some of that love. I don't want no Cadillac, even though it's shining black. I don't want no Cadillac. Just give me some of your love, baby. Just give me some of your love. Just give me some of your love, baby. Just give me some of that love. Yeah, I drink liquid rust for breakfast. Mix it in with gasoline. And then I chew on old man's bones for lunch, baby. Yeah, I grease them down with Vaseline. And what I eat's for dinner, whoa, bounces round like a trampoline. I got a junk food diet, baby. Whoa, worst case I've ever seen. Yeah, it's worse than sugar, baby. It's worse than caffeine. It's even worse than smoking, baby. 10 times worse than nicotine. It's those polytriglycerides and that BHT. I got a junk food diet, baby. Whoa, worst case I've ever seen. more than once or twice, baby. I just could not get free. Then I had me a blood sugar crisis, baby. In the end, it nearly took me. Then came my hour of decision. I had them junk food diet. Heebie weebie. Heebie cheebies. Oh yeah. I got a junk food diet, baby. Whoa. Worst case I've ever seen. That's how a bullfrog seduces his lady frog. Just like that. Wait a minute. The next time you're all alone with your sweetie, and things have been a little boring lately, try that. You just sidle on up to her, lean in provocatively, and go, just like that. Now wait a minute, all this is entirely predictable. Only one of two things are about to occur. And each one is, well, pretty much cut and dried. And in terms of predictability, it's usually 50-50. Now, on the one hand, she'll cave in, giggle, and congratulations, you're on your way. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Responsibly. Huh? Or she'll turn and ask, what the hell are you doing? To which you may reply, well, John Wilcox says that's how a bullfrog seduces his lady frog out there in the swamp. Now hold on, once again, all this is entirely predictable. And once again, only one of two things are about to occur. And once again, it's pretty much cut and dried. And in terms of predictability, once again, it's pretty much 50-50. Oh, on the one hand, she'll cave, giggle, and now you're on your way. And tonight wasn't going to be so boring after all. Or she'll ask the obvious question. Well, who is John Wilcox? To which you may reply, oh, he's this comical singer-songwriter I saw the other night. And that will land you back to square one, with nothing gained, but nothing lost either. No, wait a minute. I was wrong. It's a small gain. It's really teeny tiny. It's one of those 0.00, almost infinitesimal, 1% gains for social inventiveness. Not that she's ever going to let on about that. But at this stage of the game, what she's going to say is, well, I am not a frog. To which you may now reply, exactly. Follow that up with, and this isn't any swamp either, is it? Now right here is the moment of truth. She will either go with you or not. And if that be the case, my friends, you didn't stand a snowball's choice in hell. Not tonight. Oh, and one last thing. If a frog had wings, he wouldn't bust his ass every time he hopped. And while I'm on it, I forgot to mention, Lois and I broke up shortly thereafter, the itty bitty little ants issue, as heartfelt soulmates sometimes do. Last I heard, she was dating some guy who's trying to save the whales, which makes more sense. Not really. It's been a pleasure. Lay down one last tune for you, and then I'm pretty much done. I give it all I got till I give it all I got. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And whenever I'm walking downtown, I make sure that I really strut. I give it on my toe heel, I give it on my ankle, so when I strut, I really strut. What's that I hear all the people say? It must be that having a very bad day. Can you light up a little? Or will you speed up a little? And let me go my merry way. And whenever I dance, I really try and take that chance. I really head up out there, so we all do really in the air. And I make sure that she is breathless whenever I take her back to her chair. Yeah, yeah. Whenever I sing and I I give it all I got till. I give it all I got till. I give it all I've got. Thank you very much. Now, if for some unforeseeable reason there is an ovation and I have to come back for a curtain call, I've got something, okay? It goes like this. And as I walked those city streets, the swirling lights and hustle bustle, my eye caught something swift and fleet, just my shadow catching up to me, just my shadow catching up to me. And then I walked a country mile, the forests and the glades a-passing. The moonrise cast an eerie light, just my shadow catching up to me, just my shadow catching up to me. And then I walked upon the moon, the crags and valleys deep and wide, the dust of ages 'neath my feet, and my shadow. And then I bounded back to earth, to city lights and country lanes, and there I heard her voice so sweet, just my shadow catching up to me, just my shadow catching up to me. Good night, everybody. God bless. For all you deaf out there,